we're going to the Islas Ballestas today because the tours are only in the morning and we still have to get there by bus. So we're taking a bus at 4 a.m. Seats seem quite comfortable. So we arrived to Paracas and we're at the harbor right now. We'll take a boat tour to the islands.
It smells so fishy here.
Oh yes, it's very fishy. The Islas Ballestas are a natural reserve that is inhabited by sea lions, Humboldt penguins and tens of thousands of birds. On the 1-hour boat ride from Paracas, we passed by a 150-meter high geoglyph in the shape of a candelabrum. It's uncertain who created this and when, but pottery found around the site has been dated to 200 BC. So they said that they harvest bird poop from here as fertilizer every 5 to 6 years and they get like 60 centimeters of bird poop. Bird poop is a 30 times more effective fertilizer than cow dung. This makes these and the surrounding islands so valuable that in 1864, around 40 years after Peru's independence, Spain occupied these islands and a 2-year naval war ensued. We just came back from the islands just to find out that we're much closer to the birds right here. The sun was just burning too much, so I had to get myself a new hat. I think it's actually pretty sweet. It says Peru and everything.
We bought this weird thing, which we don't know what it is. It's sort of very light and it seems like it's empty inside. Yeah, let's see how it looks like. I have no idea how to peel this thing, so I hope... Oh, it's so hard.
Don't hurt yourself.
It's so hard, but...
Maybe it is passion fruit, after all. So actually, it is passion fruit. Ah! Nice.
Oh, the cat wants passion fruit. Come meow! Meow! It's so cute! Meow!
It's a traditional Peruvian dog. So this is an interesting restaurant. It's called Huacachina, and the owner is apparently also drawing these pictures all around. So we're gonna have some fish. He showed us the fish when it was raw, and yeah, looking forward to it.
It's gonna be tasty.
So we just decided to rent these sort of beach buggies or whatever these are. And, well, we're gonna follow the other guy. Should be fun! This is so much fun. It's like driving through bars out there. And some pisco sour
And piña colada.
for the end of the day. So it's the fourth day. We're going to the desert oasis of Huacachina and then continuing to Nazca. So it's actually mostly a traveling day. And look what we got. We have orange bananas. Weird stuff.
which tastes like sweet potatoes.
Yeah, weird. And we took one of those tiny taxis. Huacachina. These are proper dunes. So this is Huacachina, the oasis in the middle of the desert. The weather is not that deserty right now though, it's rather cold. This is where we thought it would be a good idea to rent quads to drive around the dunes. We were told we could take the quads right there at the oasis, but then taken by car through the city for about half an hour to get to the place where we then only had very limited space to drive around. All in all, it was a waste of the little time we had, since we had a connecting bus to catch to Nazca. Back in the oasis we had only half an hour left until our bus was leaving from the neighboring city Ica, but at least we wanted to climb one of the surrounding dunes.
We finally made it. Yay!
Oh, it was quite the hike. And also, we don't really have time to stay up here because we have to catch a bus. So. We made it. It's really last minute.
And half of Huacachina ended up in our shoes.
Yes.
We just got rid of it and brought to the bus. Tons
So
of
happy
sand.
we made it. Oh man. So, we just landed. After our 1 hour flight, we saw the Nazca lines and also the Papa lines. Yeah, so these Nazca lines there, they told us they're like 2,500 years old, and nobody knows for sure why they were made.
And how they were made.
Since they're only visible from the sky, people think they were probably made for some gods to see.
Or aliens.
Also there's some theories that they're for aliens and that these like triangular thingies that are everywhere are like landing stripes for the aliens. I read online that they're gonna turn a lot really fast so everyone can see down on the lines. And I'm a little bit afraid of that since I get motion sick very easily. We'll see. Wish me luck. It's time. Oh man, it's tiny.
It was very nice.
This was like a 1 hour long roller coaster ride.
I felt fine.
It was fine. Luckily, I took two of those anti-travel sickness medicines, but honestly, it was still. I'm still pretty shaken. Whew. I would probably have been fine with landing after half of that.
No, for me it was really good. For the first time in my life, I'm trying the chicken brain. Let's see how it tastes. It was in the soup. Well, I survived, but it's not good.
We're at the Chauchilla gravesite. There are around 3,000 pre-Incan graves here, and they've pretty much all been robbed by grave robbers. So all that's left to see of most of them is these sort of little holes in the floor. The grave robbers dug up the grave, and then afterwards the wind just brought in the sand, and so now we just see those little holes. All across these fields we can see bones spread out, and there's cotton that was used inside the mummies. When they took out the organs, they replaced it with cotton, and when the grave robbers came, they just took everything out and they spread it across the field.
Today we're experiencing a real desert with the sun heating us and without water, and watching the graveyard, the cemetery, and now we're looking at their remains. And it's pretty scary with all these weather conditions and without water.
We might join them soon.
Hopefully not.
Will we survive? Find out in the next episode, where we'll leave the coastal area to Arequipa and one of the deepest canyons of the world.